Hello and welcome to the Lesson 9 case study for 7687 Configuring Windows 8.1. Okay, so in this case study, you're hiring a whole slew of new network technicians. And one of the first things that a network technician should be familiar with is the functionality of the OSI model. Now the OSI model means the Open Systems Interconnection Model. And this is the basic networking model for the TCP/IP stack. And what that means is that there are lots of protocols and there are lots of methodologies for connecting networks and allowing network functionality. So someone who's new to the world of networking, the first thing that they study, and something that you may have studied, is the OSI model, to learn how systems interconnect and interact with one another. And also learn about the basics of TCP/IP, which is the protocol that actually runs a network. It's a whole suite of protocols actually that the internet runs on and a network will run on. So it's very important that you familiarize yourself with all the aspects of the OSI model. Now these new technicians are coming in and they may not be familiar so much with the OSI model, or they just maybe needs an additional primer or some basic understanding of the model in order to be an effective network administrator or a network technician. Hopefully one day they'll become network administrators. So this is something that you need to plan. You're going to be planning the training, so it's important to understand how to plan effective training. There are certain techniques that you should be using in order to communicate information. Some of these techniques can be considered part of the American Library Association's information literacy model. And those are the 5 components of information literacy in the 21st century. If you haven't studied these components, I really suggest that you do. They're defining, finding, evaluating, organizing, and communicating information. If you follow those 5 components and everything necessary to put together information to eventually communicate it, you can't go wrong. So this is something that you're going to be exploring within this case study and within this lesson in general.